comes to your mind when you hear the name Corazon Aquino? Mother of Philippine democracy, people power revolution, or symbol of hope? Well, all of those are related to Corazon Aquino. But did you know that she was the first female president of the Philippines? Yes, you heard me right. She became the first female president of the Philippines from 1986 to 1992. She was a brave woman who became the symbol of hope and freedom for our country. Are you interested in her contributions? Come and join us as we look at her time as president and the big changes she brought to the Philippines.
In science and technology sector of the Philippines. So, firstly, reorganized the NSTA, which was National Science and Technology Authority, to DOST, or we know today as the Department of Science and Technology. It was reorganized on 1987. Corazon Aquino transformed the National Science and Technology Authority into the Department of Science and Technology, giving it a cabinet-level status. This was important because it gave science and technology a stronger voice in policymaking, which was crucial in rebuilding the country after the Marcos regime. It showed her commitment to making science and technology a key part of national recovery. Second, Free Public Secondary Education Act. Aquino signed the Free Public Secondary Education Act, which opened access to free secondary schooling. This was necessary because many Filipinos, especially the poor, could not afford high school. By expanding access, the law helped improve scientific literacy and prepared more students for higher education and technical fields. Increased science and technology funding from 464 million pesos to 1.7 billion pesos. During her term, Corazon Aquino increased the budget for science and technology more than threefold. This was critical because the Philippines had long underinvested in research and innovation. By boosting funding, her administration strengthened R&D, infrastructure, and technical advancement, laying a stronger foundation for future development. Declared science and technology a national priority by the State of the Nation Address on 1990. On Corazon Aquino, in her 1990 State of the Nation Address, Corazon Aquino named science and technology as one of the country's top 3 priorities. This was needed because the Philippines faced economic challenges and needed innovation to recover. By prioritizing science and technology, she emphasized its role in creating jobs, modernizing industries, and improving the quality of the life of the Filipino people.
Good day, everyone. So today, I'll share with you the 5 impacts of Corazon Aquino on nation building. First is the restoration of democracy. She brought back the freedom and fair elections after Marcos' dictatorship, which gave people hope and trust in the government again. Second is the constitutional reforms. She approved the 1987 Constitution that protected human rights and made sure no president would abuse power. Third is the decentralization of power. Through the local government code, local leaders like mayors and governors had more power to improve their own communities, not just Manila. Fourth is the peace and national unity. So she tried to make peace with rebel groups, showing the importance of reconciliation and unity for the country. And lastly, economic and rural development. She made programs that built schools, health centers, roads, and gave jobs to people, especially in rural areas. So in short, her leadership focused on democracy, fairness, and unity that helped rebuild our nation. So Corazon Aquino impacts may sound simple, but they were really important because they laid the foundation for the Philippines. After a very difficult time, she showed that even in the middle of challenges, leadership with courage and care can change the whole country. And until now, you can still feel her contributions in our government and communities.
Local and foreign policies. Corazon Aquino became the president in 1986 after the People Power Revolution. She took over a country weakened by dictatorship and corruption. In local policies, she restored democracy through the 1987 Constitution. She also supported the local government code to give more power to local leaders and citizens. In foreign policies, Aquino built a strong relationship with the United States, Japan, and Asian neighbors. She also promoted trade to improve economic support. Overall, President Aquino restored democracy that strengthened the Philippines' credibility abroad. Corazon Aquino became a true symbol of freedom and independence.
So the first contribution of Corazon Aquino in programs is the restoration of democracy. So in 1987, she ratified the Constitution to reinstate democratic institutions and civil liberties. The second is the science and technology modernization. So she created the Science and Technology Master Plan to boost industrialization through public-private research. And the third is peace and human rights. So she prioritized dialogue with insurgents and separatists over military action. And fourth is the economic stabilization. She repaid $4 billion foreign debts, dismantled monopoly, and liberalized trade. So now the contribution of Corazon Aquino and policies. So first is 1987 Constitution and Democratic Restoration. So she ratified a new constitution to restore democracy, civil liberties, and term limits. So the second is economic liberalization and debt management. So she liberalized the economy by removing monopolies, repaying foreign debts, and opening trade to attract investors. And then the third is the agrarian reform policy. So she launched comprehensive agrarian reform program to redistribute land to farmers despite illegal resistance. And then the fourth is peace and security policy. So she initiated peace talks with the communist insurgents and Muslim separatists, shifting from military suppression to dialogue.
Today, we're going to talk about infrastructure development during Corazon Aquino's administration. First, we have public transportation. The government focused on making public transportation better and more available to help people travel easily, especially on crowded cities. Next is roads and highways. New roads were built and the old ones were fixed to connect different areas of the country. This way, transportation and traveling were made easy and more convenient. Next is urban development. They made effort to improve city life by working on basic needs such as clear water, proper toilets, and other services. Last but not least is foundational infrastructure. The administration focused mainly on fixing the country's basic systems in order to improve the economy and to make the country strong in the long run.
Corazon Aquino's presidency was very important for the Philippines. She worked hard to bring back democracy and protect people's rights. Her efforts helped the country develop and move forward. Aquino's leadership showed us the value of strong leadership in democracy. She made progress in science, technology, and education, which helped shape the country's future. Today, her legacy continues to inspire Filipinos to work towards a better country.